Hi students, welcome to the week 3 overview video. So I'm going to take just a couple minutes to just do a little review of what's coming up for you in the week 3. Okay, so we're on the landing page, and so you need just to scroll down past your resources. We are in module 1 still this week. At this point you should have wrapped up or are wrapping up module 1 week 2 right here, and then now the week 3 is open. And so for this week, just as a reminder, for week 2 you were introduced to the concepts of critical thinking in terms of how it relates to reading and writing, and with an emphasis on questioning as a tool, or you can think of it as a skill, learning how to question artfully, to help you get that critical thinking, where it needs to be whenever you're reading and writing. So that's kind of the in a nutshell what the first module is all about. Remember, is laying down that foundation for your critical thinking as it relates to reading and writing. So in the week 3, so we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off. You guys have already dipped your toes into the chapters 1 and 2. Now we have one more chapter that follows the same theme of questioning, but the focus for chapter 3 is how it relates to writing. So that'll be our focus. And so as you can tell, I have your unit overview page and a video to kind of give you a little bit of context before you jump straight into the reading, the Smart Book reading. And remember, the Smart Book readings, you need to have 100% to be complete, and you will get that if you just finish the reading and answer all the questions. Okay. I also have this week for you a presentation. This is just a very basic kind of review presentation. It's a walkthrough of chapters 1, 2, and 3, so you can kind of see it all together. So I thought I would give that to you before you are working on your chapter 3 quiz. Now, you will need to finish your Smart Book assignment before you can access the chapter 3 quiz. The next items in your unit, we will have a little bit more of the type of assignments that require thinking and writing this week. Okay, so one of those assignments is called a critical thinking and reading assignment. So it's another Connect assignment, but it's different than your Smart Book. So I have a tutorial here for you that I linked to, so you can review that before you start the assignment. The assignment itself is very user-friendly, and it'll walk you through what to do, but I think it just helps to see the overview of it so you can kind of get an idea. And so basically this assignment is, I've given you a handout, okay, a reading assignment by Anne Lamott. She's a writer, and this one is not in your ebook, so I have uploaded it into the critical thinking and reading assignment. How this assignment works is that you are given questions to answer on a wheel as you read. And so it encourages you to read actively and to practice those skills of questioning and answering those questions. So a bit of annotating and analyzing as you read. To build on that, once you finish that assignment, you're going to do a discussion on that reading, in addition to another reading that I assign you here in this. So when you open this, you will see that I have linked to Lamott's essay here, so you don't have to reopen that Connect assignment, that's critical reading one. I gave you an easy way to access it here, and I'm giving you a separate reading assignment there, and then you have your prompt. Okay, so you do have another reading kind of embedded in your discussion. The other thing I wanted to mention about the discussion is that, unlike the intro discussion that y'all did, this one is going to require that you post your post before you can see anybody else's post. So basically, it's going to look like nobody's posted until you do your post. After you post your original post that answers all the questions, then you can go back and do your peer responses, because then you'll be able to see the other students' posts and what they've done. So just a little heads up about that. And then the last assignment is a journal assignment where I'm giving you an opportunity to apply some of those skills you've learned from the chapter readings, where you will be creating questions and practicing. You're creating the questions to help you understand your writing situation, but you're given a practice writing prompt in your journal that you can work on. So remember, your journals are a space for you to practice, and without harsh consequences of being perfect, having perfect everything. It's a space for learning, okay? So you have that assignment to do, and that will prepare us for our next module where we will work on our first writing project. Okay, well, that concludes the overview. Of course, as always, if you have questions or you need assistance, don't forget I am here available to assist you and answer your questions. Have a great week, everyone.